Welcome to Champions Code. I'm your host, Kane Swift. Today on Champions Code. Ever felt like an outsider, your unique passions misunderstood? Today, we uncover how one person's relentless pursuit of an impossible dream not only defied gravity, but transformed a misfit into a legend, sparking a global phenomenon. But what happens when that dream nearly breaks them, forcing a choice between legacy and survival? Time stands still at the 1999 X Games. Tony Hawk hovers above the vertical ramp, suspended between triumph and disaster. His body contorts in mid-rotation, muscles straining against physics itself. This is attempt number 11 at the impossible, the 900-degree aerial rotation. 2.5 full spins in the air, a trick that has eluded him for 12 years. The crowd holds its breath. Other skaters watch with a mix of awe and skepticism. Some have already protested, giving him more attempts. The competition time has officially ended, but Tony refuses to stop. You might wonder what drives someone to push this hard, to risk everything for a moment that could end in either glory or injury. But for Tony Hawk, this attempt represents something far deeper than a trick. It embodies a lifetime of turning what others saw as weaknesses into his greatest strengths. Picture a young boy, mind racing faster than his teachers could follow. An IQ of 144 trapped in a body that wouldn't stay still. The world moved too slowly for Tony Hawk, its rules too rigid, its expectations too narrow. Teachers labeled him difficult. Classmates found him odd. After striking out in baseball, he hid in a ravine, already showing signs of the intense perfectionism that would define his future. Then came the gift that would change everything. A hand-me-down skateboard from his brother at age 9. On that board, his restless energy found purpose. His inability to conform became an asset. His parents recognized something crucial. Instead of forcing him to fit in, they built him a backyard halfpipe. They gave his difference room to flourish, but acceptance at home couldn't shield him from the wider world's judgment. That's what Thrasher magazine called him. Circus skater, others mocked. His style was unconventional, all awkward angles and frantic energy. But in those strange movements lay the seeds of revolution. You can almost hear it, the solitary sound of wheels on wood hour after hour, the sharp scrape of trucks on coping, the rhythm of fall and rise, fail and try again. While others saw a misfit, Tony was actually pioneering a new language of movement. At 14, he turned pro. By 16, he was the best in the world. He won 73 out of 103 professional contests, 12 consecutive world championships. But even as he dominated, doubts lingered. Skateboarding remained on society's fringes. His success felt precarious, built on shifting ground. The early 1990s arrived like a wrecking ball. Skateboarding's popularity plummeted. Vert skating, Tony's specialty, fell hardest. The same unique style that had carried him to the top now threatened to be his undoing. With a young family to support and income evaporating, he faced bankruptcy. Most would have abandoned ship, found a real job, conformed at last. Instead, Tony made the boldest move of his life. He sold his house, moved his family back to his old home, and poured everything into starting Birdhouse Skateboards in 1992. If you're enjoying Champions Code, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Champion's Edge. Learn the elite mindset of warriors like Jordan and Phelps to intelligently outperform. Now, back to the episode. Through it all, one dream haunted him, the 900. Since 1987, this seemingly impossible rotation had become his obsession. Other skaters claimed to have landed it, but none could prove it. The trick represented everything Tony pursued: the edge of possibility, the place where determination met physics. Each attempt exacted its toll: broken bones, knocked out teeth, countless bruises and scrapes. But Tony kept pushing, driven by something deeper than ambition. The 900 became a symbol of his entire journey, the misfit's quest to prove that being different wasn't just okay, it was extraordinary. Back to that summer evening in 1999. The X Games crowd pulses with anticipation. 10 failed attempts have left Tony exhausted, his body screaming for rest. But his mind remains razor-sharp, focused on the impossible. The 11th attempt ends in another crash. Some skaters call for him to stop. The competition has officially ended. The medical team stands ready, but Tony rises again, his determination visible in every movement. Watch closely now: the drop-in, the gathering speed, the launch into space. Time slows as his body rotates once, twice, then that crucial half-turn more. The board stays with him, defying gravity. The landing comes fast and sticks. The crowd erupts. History shifts on its axis. But this moment isn't really about a trick. It's about redefining what's possible. The landing of the 900 launched Tony into a new orbit. His video game series generated over $1.4 billion, introducing skateboarding to millions. The Skate Park Project, his foundation, built parks in all 50 states, serving over 6 million kids annually. He continued pushing boundaries, landing his final 900 at age 48 in 2016. But numbers and achievements don't capture the real impact. In every skate park built, in every kid who picks up a board feeling different or misunderstood, Tony's legacy lives on. He showed that success doesn't mean changing who you are. It means finding the place where your uniqueness becomes your superpower. You might not be a skateboarder. Your 900 might look completely different. But Tony Hawk's story isn't really about skateboarding. It's about the courage to remain uniquely yourself when the world pressures you to conform. It's about turning your perceived weaknesses into strengths. It's about persisting when others say something's impossible. What's your impossible rotation? What dream have you been told is too difficult, too different, too risky to attempt? Perhaps it's time to stop hiding in the ravine. Time to build your own halfpipe. Time to embrace what makes you different and let it lift you into the air. Because sometimes, the impossible just needs someone crazy enough to keep trying. Someone willing to fall 11 times and still believe the 12th attempt might be different. Someone like you. The question isn't whether you'll fall. You will. The question is whether you'll let those falls define you or use them as momentum for your next attempt. Your 900 is waiting. What are you going to do about it? On the next episode of Champions Code. Imagine, after witnessing Tony Hawk's relentless pursuit of skateboarding greatness, what it takes for another rebel athlete to challenge conventional norms. In our upcoming story, we'll explore how one man turned his oddness into a strength, pioneering a technique that would forever change the face of surfing. You won't believe how this hero, much like Tony, faced criticism and doubt while pushing the boundaries of his sport. Don't miss out on Laird Hamilton's incredible journey, where we'll delve deeper into the power of embracing uniqueness in extreme sports. Stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Champion's Edge. 7 days, 7 champion habits. Train your mind like an Olympian and outmaneuver competitors while putting in less effort. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/cc. Thanks for watching.